Jaws: The Revenge, a 1987 film, runs right at about an hour and 30 minutes, gets a 3.0 on IMDb. We have Lorraine Gary as Ellen Brody, Lance Guest from Halloween 2 as Michael Brody, Mario Van Peebles as Jake, and Michael Caine as I like to call Hoagie Nukem. So let's get into this film here, as Ellen has moved away from Amity, but her boys are still there, Sean and Michael. Michael is studying sea snails, conchs, and he's basically like a researcher. Sean has taken over the role as a police officer, and he goes to fix a buoy and is attacked and killed by a great white, therefore bringing Ellen back to Amity Island to go to the funeral and try to convince Mike to come back and stay out of the water. Well, she ends up meeting Hoagie, that's what I call him, and Jake along the way, as Jake works with Mike in the research department. And she tries to basically settle down, and they try to get over the death and then go to the Bahamas on an island trip. Now, they go on this vacation trip, and keep in mind that Michael is actually living in the Bahamas now at this point and doing the research. So, she might want to stay there with him as long as everything is good, But here's what happens. They get there, and the shark has remarkably followed them to the Bahamas. And now there is an attack at the Bahamas on Michael's daughter, Thea. Now, Michael's daughter, Thea, was on a banana boat, which was a really crazy, fun scene, and gets attacked by the shark, therefore causing Ellen to go into Terminator mode. She realizes the shark has followed us all this way and is targeting us. Miraculously, the shark has the ability to take things personally and pick and choose who it kills, which I think is fucking hysterical. And so now she has to go out and protect people, wants to kill the shark. So she assembles the group of Hoagie, Jake, Mike, and herself to go kill the shark, and I'll just leave it at that. This movie has parts that crack me up. There are parts that are serious, and there are parts that don't make sense. And I loved every bit of it. I loved the silliness of it. I loved the roar of the shark, which the original sound director would not put a roar in. He wouldn't make a roar for the film, so they had to go get something to put it in, because he himself thought it was a ridiculous idea to do that. So, the end scene, which I'm not going to spoil, there's two different endings. There's two alternate endings. There's some alternate kills as well, depending on the version that you see. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to give it about 3 seconds if you want to end the video. A long time ago, when I first seen the film, I believed and thought that Jake had actually died in the film. And then I watched it another time and he survived in the film. Later did I know that they changed the ending and that there are some alternate cuts where Jake does not survive the film. But overall, I had a great time with this. Some of the shots, the SeaWorld shots, the overall shots, the silliness, the silly effects, the Ellen Brody being like Rambo mindset had me dying. It was cool to see Lance Guest, Overall, it was fun. I give this one better than a 3.0 on IMDb, though. That's a little harsh. I'm going to give this a 3.5 on the Boggle and Shark scale. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know your thoughts on Jaws: The Revenge. Peace.